Are you looking to be successful in all areas of your life? Not just your career or finances, but also your health and your relationships. In other words, do you want it all? In order to be successful in all of these areas of your life, it's important to consistently make the right choices. It's all about the choices that you make. And in order to consistently make the right choices, there are 3 requirements. Number 1 is ability. Number 2 is wisdom. And number 3 is information. The first requirement is to have the ability to consistently make the right choices. And how do you have the ability? This is all about self-care, about prioritizing your health. It's about nourishment. So eating food that nourishes your body properly, getting enough rest and sleep, taking time to do things that give you pleasure, getting intellectual stimulation, just hanging out and having a good time. All of these things are about rejuvenation and nourishment and renewal and healing. And when you do that, then you have enough energy and your mood is better and you have the mental function, the mental capacity in order to have the ability to make the right choices consistently. So if you are not practicing self-care, then your nervous system is compromised. Your brain, your energy, your mood, your body is compromised. And therefore, you don't have as much of an ability to make the right choices. So number 1 is about that ability. The second requirement is wisdom. Now, wisdom comes from your knowledge, your past experiences, and your intuition. So it's a combination of all of those things. And how do you take your past experiences, your knowledge, your intuition, and apply it to make better choices? Well, there are a couple of practices that you kind of have to get under your belt and be doing regularly and consistently so that you can really be utilizing that wisdom. Sometimes we may use bits and pieces of this, but to really be in that place where you're consistently making the right choices, you kind of have to practice all of the following things: meditation, mindfulness, appreciation, but also forgiveness and compassion and acceptance. All of these things have to come together in order for you to make the right choices on a consistent level. Meditation and mindfulness allow you to be more intuitive, and they also facilitate these other practices of appreciation and compassion and acceptance and forgiveness. These things don't just happen to us. But it's really important. As a matter of fact, it's non-negotiable that you do practice that acceptance and that forgiveness. And the reason for this is that in order for you to have that wisdom, remember I said you have to learn from your past experiences and your knowledge, right? You have to utilize that. But if you are always looking at your past failures and saying, ugh, I kind of suck at that and I did that wrong and that was just a big waste of time and why did I do that? Then you're completely missing the opportunity to increase your wisdom. So when you make mistakes, you can look back at them and you can think, oh, that sucks. Or you can say, oh, wow, this is an opportunity to learn. But that requires acceptance. And that requires forgiveness and compassion toward yourself. And meditation facilitates your ability to do those things. And so does appreciation, because you don't just want to look at your past failures and learn from them. You want to look at your past successes. Because when you had success, you obviously did something right. And so you want to replicate that, right? So we want to replicate what we learned from our successes. And we want to delve deeply into our mistakes and our failures. What was happening there? Was I sabotaging myself? Did I just not have the right information? Was I going after the wrong thing or for the wrong reason? So it's really about looking back at yourself, because I believe very strongly that we create our lives, and we cannot move forward into true deep success if we do not take responsibility for our lives, for our choices. And that is done with acceptance and compassion and forgiveness, not blame and shame. Blame and responsibility are not the same thing. So all of this comes together, those experiences, that knowledge and that wisdom, right? That you've learned from your mistakes and your failures and all of the stuff that you've taught yourself and learned. That all comes together to form wisdom, but you also have to use your intuition. Listening to your intuition is also absolutely essential for success. Now, unfortunately, most of us have been taught to ignore our intuition. We may not even understand what our intuition is. Everybody has intuition, and everybody has limitless intuition. But it's sort of like everybody knows how to walk. Well, if you never learn to walk for whatever reason, that doesn't mean that you can't learn later on. You just don't know how. Intuition is like that. It is something that everybody has the ability to do, but you have to practice understanding how your intuition works, because it kind of works differently for everybody. But you kind of have to be in that calm, allowing, open state. Remember, your nervous system, right? You nourish your body, you nourish your mind and your soul, and that allows you to be full, right? And have that ability. And that's important for your nervous system function. But relaxing, calming, doing meditation, being mindful also opens up your nervous system and allows your brain to function better, so that your mind can catch that intuition. Okay, so you have to feel secure. You have to feel calm. If you're blaming and shaming yourself, you're blocking off that intuition. And so all of these things come together, and that's why the meditation is such an important tool, because it allows you to be more forgiving to yourself. It allows you to be more accepting. It allows you to be more present, and it allows you to open up to your birthright of intuition. And finally, once you are really in that mode where you're nourishing your body, your mind, your soul properly, and you are tapping into your wisdom, then all you need is the right information, the right prompts. And how do we get that? Well, intuition and wisdom is very important, because you are now going to be open up to go, I think I'm going to attend that conference. I think I'm going to buy that book. I think I'm going to go talk to that person. I think I'm going to stay home and rest today. All of these things are coming through your wisdom, right? And so now you are available, and you have the ability to access the right information at the right time. And that is really how you facilitate your success. Because now you're talking to the right person. You're getting that right opportunity. You're getting just that right piece of information that you needed right in that moment. And this all leads to success. Now, these are all practices. This isn't just a magic wand that I can wave for you. I'm sorry. But it is a fabulous and very effective and frankly, an enjoyable and pleasurable and just awakening process to achieving success, true success, holistic success, right? Not just being really good with relationships, but not being able to manage money, or vice versa, right? You have the career, you have the finances, you have the passion in your work, and you also have good relationships, and you also have good health. You can have it all. You can have it all by working through these processes. And that is what we do, and we can help you with that.